hard time saying goodbye to your four-legged friend when you go to work? Well, times are changing and you may be in luck. Today, offices are going to the dogs as more and more companies are allowing their employees to bring Fido to work with them. Today, we're at .com Marketing talking to Sharon Swedner, and they have a dog-friendly office policy that makes Maya really wag her tail. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for coming.
Now, Maya, what kind of dog is Maya?
Maya's a Russian Toy Terrier.
Wow, that's a unique breed, isn't it?
Yes, they're very rare.
How long has she been coming to work with you?
Oh, she's been coming here since I started here in December, although we have a long history of dogs here at .com Marketing.
That's awesome that you're able to bring the dogs. I'm sure that makes a day go by a lot faster for everybody, make it a lot more enjoyable. Describe to me what a typical day would be like for you and Maya.
Well, we come in early in the morning. We're early birds, so we're the first ones here usually. And actually, it's kind of fun because when I have them here with me, it gives me an excuse to get up out of my chair because I'm a bit of a workaholic and tend to stay planted. So we come in and get started, have our coffee, make sure there's a water bowl out for them, and then she'll typically sit on my lap all day long and just sleep. She's very calm and quiet, and like I said, then whenever the time comes, every couple hours, we go out for a little walk, and then we're off to home at the end of the day. So it makes me not feel guilty about being in the office a long time during the day, and they like being with us.
I can tell. She hasn't left your side since we got here today, so I can tell she's quite content just to stay on your arm or to sit in your lap all day. Now, I've heard that there's a lot of benefits to the employer as well for letting their employees bring their dogs. What are some of those benefits?
There are really. I was thinking about it, and everybody here has a smile on their face when the dogs are here. When the people come, the UPS or the mailman comes, he's like, "Oh, isn't this fun?" There's a dog that comes up to greet them. When we have our meetings, they're typically in here, and we'll pass them around the table, so they're sitting on whomever's lap it is. So it makes for a happier work environment. People feel more relaxed and comfortable, and obviously they're going to stay here longer if they know they have their pets here that they're not running home to take care of.
Right, and I've heard that's a big bonus for them. People don't have to leave right at 5 o'clock because, just to go home and let the dog out. So,
right.
And what about creativity? I'm sure it helps with the creativity in a company like this, .com Marketing.
Absolutely, and as you know, we have pets on our website. We talk about Dakota, who's our original pet of the office, and she even has her own business card. So.
And I saw that out front. And what is her official title?
VP of Sleep Research.
Yes.
She does a really good job at it too.
That's very funny. How do your clients feel when they come in for a meeting and all of a sudden they're surrounded by dogs?
They actually enjoy it as well. They come in and they laugh, and they obviously they think they're cute, and the dogs are very people friendly. So they'll come up and pet, and it breaks the ice a lot of times, especially when it's a new client or somebody that we don't know very well. So they come in and automatically then they feel that warmth and friendliness of the pets and what that brings.
Puts them right at ease.
It does.
What about rules? There have to be some kind of rules put in place to be able to bring your dogs to the workplace?
Well, not everybody brings their dogs in. Obviously the dogs have to get along with each other, so we worry about that. So they have to have a little bit of socializing, but we're not really that strict with it. It's like if you feel like bringing them in, and today's the day that you don't have clients, and it's not that we don't allow the pets with clients, but if there's not that much going on in the office, then people are free to do that.
Sure. That sounds great. So what about other employees? Maybe, I know in larger companies that might be a problem because some employees might be afraid of dogs or may even be allergic to dogs. Do you know how they handle that?
That's an interesting question. And actually, one of our employees had a bad episode with a dog as a child and was not very comfortable with them. And so we're just cognizant of it, and we watch the dogs around her. But since they tend to stay in my office, like mine do at least, or Dakota stays in Hillary's office, they're pretty easy to keep away from the people who aren't really comfortable. And actually, she's getting a lot more comfortable with them these days.
And I know that most of the dogs around here, there's 3 or 4 here today, and they're just kind of running around. I have one tickling my leg as we speak right now, so they're just free to roam around during the day if they want.
Yes, they are, and you know, they'll go and visit various people throughout the office. Many will lay on the chair or the floor in my office. Dakota actually has a bed under the table in Hillary's office. So, and you know, you walk in there and sit down, and usually they jump on your lap and sit and have a conversation with you.
That's great. That's great. So tell me, for you personally, what does it mean to you to be able to bring Maya to work with you?
Oh, you know, it's really the best thing that I can do, because, you know, it's like, you know, your children, when you leave them at home, you feel guilty. Oh, I'm gone so long, they're by themselves. And so, you know, it takes away that guilt. It you know, makes you feel comfortable, and you're, again, as we said earlier, you're not worried about rushing home to let them out. So.
Right, and I'm sure that makes it so much nicer just to be able to get up in the morning and not have to leave them at home.
Yes.
With those sad eyes. Well, thank you so much for letting us come today.
Thank you.
Many businesses are discovering that by allowing their employees to bring their dogs to work with them, they're a lot happier, and as a result, they work harder and are a lot more productive. And if you would like more information on how to welcome dogs to your workplace, check out the book Creating a Dog-Friendly Workplace by Jennifer Fearling, Chief Economist of the Humane Society of the United States.
For more information on Orange County Animal Services, check out ocnetpets.com.